I've had to lean on a lot of rugby friendships to get through stuff and support them. I'm a massive believer of when you win, you got to create a good memory.
It's all about sort of investing in relationships and getting to know individuals and how they tick.
We've got some questions here to answer, Dombrandt.
Let's do it, mate. Let's
Have a look. Okay. Who are you and what do you do at Harlequins? Do you want me to answer that?
Yeah, you go for me, I reckon.
You're Alex Dombrandt and you are the number 8 and captain of Harlequins Rugby. How's that?
Not bad. And you are Billy Millard, Director of Rugby, Steerer of the Ship.
Steerer of the ship.
Do you like that one?
I
Not
like
bad, that one.
I like that one. Describe each other's energy. You go first.
Your
Mine
energy.
depends on how much sleep I've got the night before.
Yeah, it depends how many coffees you've had in the morning. No, passionate, great energy. I think the balance that we've got in the coaching staff is good, and I think you bring those passionate speeches, the energy. I think you read the room well in terms of how the boys are feeling and what the boys need in certain scenarios. So I think you're great like that, and for me sometimes coming in on a cold, wet January morning and I see you with a smile on your face, it's infectious. I think that's a good way to put it. You've got an infectious, passionate, bubbly sort of personality that rubs off on other people. So yeah, it's good.
Cool. Yeah, that's something that I work with Sean on, our sports psych, that I think it's important that that I'm consistent, and regardless of what sort of state I'm in, I try and be the same every day, just so it's easier and less sapping for people.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I don't get it right, but your energy, I think, is like you're very composed, and you sort of just, give me a nod if everything's good, or you'll have a little whisper about, mate, we need to do this, or can this happen? But I think your energy is, I would describe it as composed confidence. And I've particularly seen it a lot this year. Like, I think you've really grown into this leadership role. And again, as I said, because you're playing well, you seem to, it's like you've been doing it for 20 years. So I would describe your energy as consistent, composed confidence.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think I've been really lucky in terms of the captains that we've had at this club, that I've, Robbo, Steph, people like that I've been able to lean on, like the likes of Launch this year. Different personalities and probably different outlooks on things. So just trying to pick up little bits from there and bounce ideas off of them has been great for me. So hopefully that's helped me grow into this role even better, really.
100%. How do you energise the team in training and in the changing room?
Bit of Taylor Swift usually, isn't it? Well, that's post-game, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm a massive believer of when you win, you got to create a good memory. Saturday night was a classic. It wasn't a big night, but it was just everyone together having a couple of beers. We were all exhausted. But that feeling of winning has to feel different to losing, because then you chase it more. So I try and make sure the energy in that changing room after we win, we always say if you lose, don't get too down. If you win, don't get too high. But I probably like to get a bit high when we win, because when you naturally feel that energy of winning and that really good, gratifying feeling, I reckon teams chase it more. We do that weird thing the night before a game. I don't know if it energises the group or sketches them out, but How does that feel?
You have to explain that because you just said weird thing the night before, and that's going to go out to a lot of people. No, we do like a shake hands and have a bit of a hug between each other, don't we? Just sort of. But before dinner, in our team meeting. But I think for me, it's all about sort of investing in relationships and getting to know individuals and how they tick. I think the more you get to know the person, the more you understand what they like and what they don't like, you can then create an environment and create a culture where in those moments before a game you can understand if a bit of a light-hearted joke is going to help them, or if you just need to leave them and let them get on type of thing. So you try and get the best out of them there. So I think do a lot of work obviously with Andy Sanger in terms of having little catch-ups and stuff and investing in those relationships. So I think that's a massive help for us, I think.
We're definitely not a ranting and raving change room, are we? No. That doesn't work here.
No, I think we're quite level-headed, whatever the scenario that faces us, which is good. I think that helps as well. I think the characters we've got in our team are not. We haven't got loads of ranters and ravers, so I think that definitely helps.
Yeah, perfect. Aside from winning trophies, what are your aspirations for the team? How do you see each other's role within that?
I'd probably say something that we spoke about at the start of the season in terms of our mountain and in order to win trophies and what comes before that in terms of striving for that consistent performance no matter what. And I think that word consistency is probably what I think we can get after every day, coming in and getting the most out of every gym session or every meeting or on-field sessions. If we can strive for consistently performing well, then ultimately that will then lead to bigger and better things and competing for trophies. So for me, I'd like to see us just keep striving for that consistency on a daily basis. And for me, that looks like making the most of each session and as an individual, just doing your job.
Yeah, I think me being a little bit older than you, Alex, I've had to lean on a lot of rugby friendships to get through stuff and support them. And only one team can win the trophy each year, and that is our ultimate goal. But if you don't, you've got to win somewhere. And in my mind, it's that sort of that strong bond that you guys will have, hopefully, for a long time.
Yeah, definitely.
Once you're outside the walls.
Yeah, I like that.
Like that?
That's a good answer. Good answer.
What is the most important aspect of your partnership? For me, I think it's you feeling the freedom of, leading and having the sort of decision-making process about how you want to lead. And I love what you said before, like, I want my captain to know that he can come and speak to me about anything, anytime. We don't call each other, we don't do we? We don't have to do that. But I think it's important that, for me, that you feel like you can come and speak to me about anything, and that you feel comfortable in your own skin, leading your own way without, well, what's Billy going to say about this?
Yeah, no, like I'm probably very similar, just that understanding of each other and how we both tick. And I think we have a great understanding of, we can sort of sometimes just look at each other and know that you take this one and then I'll jump on the back of it, type of thing. But just that openness that, you know that you can come to me if there's something that you need to say and vice versa. So just having that open door that we can always, go and have that chat if we need to. I think that's probably the biggest thing for me.
Like the rest, like the downtime.
That's it, mate.
What is your hope for Alex's future in rugby? Well, I guess, like in life, is different to rugby. You've got a beautiful partner. I think you've got, so much to offer outside of rugby. But in rugby, I guess it would be enjoy every day, play well. I know you want to play more international rugby. So I just want you to get that mix of enjoyment, and when you get that opportunity to go higher than Quins, you know, I think you're in a really good position to take that and solidify yourself in that. If it gets to the stage later where you just want to play club rugby and enjoy it and chase a goal there, then for me, I just want you to feel satisfied and really enjoy your rugby experience.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, it's such a small part. You know, you're going to do so many things in your life, and you want to look back and go, you know, I treasured and I'm so much gratitude towards that period of time, whether it's England or Quins or anywhere else. That's my hope for you.
I appreciate it. Is that us, is it?
That's it.
Well, thank you very much. I enjoyed
Go
that.
get a jacuzzi, eh?
Little sauna.
A little sauna. Wasn't too lovey-dovey. Did you want a bit of edge there? Here's to Power Partnerships.
Cheers.
Cheers.